Hey everybody, it's Colin Smith here from photoshopCAFE.com, and today I've got something really exciting. DJI has just released a brand new action camera and it's called Osmo Action. So as you can see here, this thing looks a little bit like a GoPro, but there's some big differences in here. This has HDR video, it has amazing image stabilization, and yes, it has a screen on the back and on the front. Let's just get started with that. So this has a screen on the back, like you would expect, but it also has a screen on the front. And all I have to do is 2-finger double tap. And now it switches to the front. And you can see the screen right there. 2-finger double tap, and now the screen switches to the back again. So alternatively, just push the button on the side here, and that goes from back to front. And it makes a little noise. It sounds to me a little bit like a dog barking while it's changing. So that's really cool. So the front of the lens actually has a UV filter over the top of it, which can be unscrewed. And this can be replaced by an ND filter or a polarizer. The camera itself, when it comes to stills, shoots 12 megapixel stills. It has a 0.3-inch CMOS sensor and can shoot in JPEG or DNG RAW. The lens is a 2.8 aperture with a 145-degree field of view. The electronic shutter goes from 120 to 1/8000th of a second. Let's look at the menu on the back. We can turn on and off rock steady, which is the image stabilization for video. It can shoot in 4K up to 60 frames per second. Can also shoot 2.7K and 1080 and of course 720. At 1080, it goes all the way up to 240 frames per second, which gives you 1/8 speed. But Rocksteady isn't supported above 60 frames per second. Now here's the screen. We can start it up. And notice when we start it up, it starts very quickly, almost instantly. Now to put it to sleep, just tap the button on the top. Now turn off the screen, tap it again and it'll turn it back on, and it's pretty much instantaneous. Now if we go into we can swipe down for the menus for the screen. This allows us to adjust things like orientation, brightness, different things like that. Swipe across, and now we can get to our camera settings. We can go into auto or manual. We can change our shutter speed. And we can change our ISO. So let's go in and we have another option here under the color. So in here we can go log, decine like, enables us to shoot flat to capture more dynamic range. And we can just tap the button on the side here, it'll enable us to go through the different settings. And those can also be saved to a custom menu, known as the quick switch. If we tap the side button, it moves to the front screen. Tap that side button again, and it changes to the rear screen. So right now we have a wide shot directly out of the camera with no adjustments or corrections made. So why don't we put it through some tests right now. We're going to have a look at the stabilization test, and I'm going to compare it to the GoPro 7 Black. All right, I'm testing this as I'm walking. Why don't I go into a little bit of a jog right now? And while I'm at it, just for fun, why don't I jump up and down on the spot and see how it looks. All right, we're just vlogging now, guys. Testing out the stabilization. Let's run, jog a little bit. See how it goes, bouncing up and down. It's looking pretty stable to me. All right, so let's put it on the selfie stick and let's pull it up a little bit. See how this looks. Hey, look at me. Woohoo! This is without any post-processing at all. This is stabilization directly out of the camera. So right now we're looking at wide view, but Osmo Action also comes with a feature called de-warping, which enables us to straighten out any of the barrel distortion. And this does it by cropping in, kind of similar to the wide view on the GoPro. A regular with no fancy settings versus HDR. So you can see, look at the sky, look at those clouds up there, guys, and look at that tree. So you can see HDR enables you to capture detail in the shadows and details in the highlights at the same time. All right, guys, right now we are gonna record this in slow motion. So I'm gonna be testing the 240 frames per second in slow-mo, and of course I would have to shoot this at normal speed, right? Because there's no way I could record slow-mo and be talking to this at the same time. So I'll see ya. All right, guys, so that's my first look at the DJI Osmo Action. Cool little beast. So what do you guys think about it? Let us know in the comments underneath. And if you like reviews and Photoshop tutorials, hit the subscribe button right now, become part of the Cafe crew, and you get a new video from me every single Tuesday. So hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. If you like this video, smash the like button into dust. And until next time, I'll see you at the cafe.